Okay, Salman, Dazn have increased their monthly subscription to $19.99. They've got a new policy in place where you can either pay $99 straight up front for the year, or you have to now on a monthly subscription pay $19.99. Now, obviously, this is an increase by Dazn, and I'm not surprised. I think what they're trying to do is they're trying to make as much money as possible. They're trying to grow their business. You've got to understand that they've spilled the cash, haven't they? They've spilled the cash on Golovkin. They've spilled the cash on Canelo. They've paid out huge money, to these guys. They were looking to get Wilder for $120 million for 3 fights, and he rejected. Dazn are not scared of spending the money. They've got arguably the 2 big stars on there, Canelo, Joshua, and even Golovkin's a massive superstar. They weren't able to capture Pacquiao signing. He went to Showtime. But it seems to me like Dazn are in a position where they're probably feeling we've got a lot of great fighters on our platform now. It's time to increase the price. It's time to start making more money. What do you think about that?
Personally, I think it's a good decision. $10 is very cheap. If you look at it, because in America, certainly pay-per-view is like $80. You
can pay $100
and for the whole year, which is what, £10 a month, $10 a month,
$8 something they were saying.
$8 a month. You rather do that as a fight fan in America rather than paying $80 per fight. Pay-per-view fight.
Pay-per-view, exactly. Yeah, but not all the fighters are on there. They've got, who have they got? They've got Canelo, Golovkin, Jacobs, Andrade. They got a lot of the middleweight division. If they could have got Wilder, that would have been a that would have been a massive curveball. But what, I think it's a great move by Dazn. I think they have to kind of recuperate the money that they've spent on these guys. Canelo, they spent $365 million on him, and then Golovkin, we heard it was about 60 to $70 million for his for his deal. So again, they're spending a lot of money. They were willing to fork out $120 million for Deontay Wilder. Unfortunately, they couldn't sign him. So Dazn are splashing the cash. So when you're splashing the cash, you need to recuperate that cash. So they probably feel now that by putting it up to $19.99 a month, people are still going to join, because if it's a big fight, people are still going to pay that. Personally, I wish we had something like that in the UK where we could pay $100 up front and we could get all the big fights without having to pay pay-per-view all the time. Because just imagine if there's just say there's about 10 pay-per-view fights. That's 200 quid that we have to pay here. If there's 10 big pay-per-view fights that we have to buy here, that's 200 quid. So I wish there was something in the UK that would do that, where you could buy, all the pay-per-view fights on a platform like Sky, for example, for $100. That would be brilliant, because especially hardcore fans like us, we'd do that. So you guys in US are very lucky, but I understand the situation in the US, it's diverse a little, because there's ESPN, there's Showtime, and there's then Dazn. So where are you going to spend the money? You've got to make your mind up. So I understand it's not an easy decision, and it's, that's not the only cost that you'd probably have. You've got your living costs and stuff. So it all adds up. But nevertheless, I still think it's very good value for money, $99 a year. I would pay that up front. But leave your thoughts, guys. What do you guys make of Dazn? Dazn increasing their monthly subscription? Leave your thoughts, and guys, remember to please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in the next video.